Your phone rings. It's your mum. She's crying, telling you she's been in an accident and needs money fast. You send it instantly. 10 minutes later, you find out she never called. Welcome to the AI mimicry crisis. This isn't a movie. It's happening now. With just 30 seconds of your voice from a random TikTok, AI can clone you with 99% accuracy. Your accent, your breath, your tone, stolen in seconds. We are losing the ability to trust our own senses. Your identity is being weaponized against the people you love. In this video, we're uncovering the tech behind the theft and the one safe word your family needs to survive this. Because the person on the other end might sound like someone you love, but they don't have a heartbeat. The architecture of deception. To truly grasp the scale of this crisis, we have to look into the black box of modern neural audio networks. For decades, digital speech was a clunky process called concatenative synthesis. Essentially a computer stitching together pre-recorded phonemes in a way that sounded robotic and lifeless. But we have moved past that primitive stage. Today, we inhabit the era of neural codecs and RVC, retrieval-based voice conversion. This is not merely a recording, it is a mathematical reconstruction of your biological essence. When an AI model like 11 Labs or RVC analyzes your voice, it doesn't just listen to the words. It maps the vocal pressure of your lungs, the specific resonance of your chest cavity, and the unique chaotic frequencies created as air passes through your vocal folds. It captures the microscopic hesitations, the subtle way your voice cracks under stress, and the rhythmic prosody that defines your personality. This is your vocal DNA, and once it's digitized, it no longer belongs to you. The most terrifying breakthrough is zero-shot text-to-speech. In the early days of AI, you needed hundreds of hours of studio-quality audio to build a credible clone. Now, the barrier to entry has collapsed. A scammer only needs a 30-second clip from a random Instagram story, a LinkedIn webinar, or a leaked voice memo. This tiny snippet provides enough data for a generative adversarial network, or GAN, to simulate your voice in any situation. These systems are now so advanced they can mimic the sound of someone crying, whispering in fear, or shouting in a panic, all in real time. We are witnessing the total evaporation of the uncanny valley. In the past, our ears could detect the slight metallic hum of a fake voice. But with modern diffusion models, those artifacts are being smoothed out by algorithms that learn from billions of human speech samples. We are moving into a reality where digital evidence is becoming an oxymoron. If your voice can be perfectly harvested from a public video, your entire identity becomes open source. This is a fundamental attack on the fabric of human trust. When the sound of a loved one's voice can be manufactured by a stranger with a cheap graphics card, the foundation of our social contract begins to crumble. The death of truth. The implications of the AI mimicry crisis go far beyond individual bank accounts. We are looking at the potential collapse of our collective legal and social reality. For over a century, audio and video recordings have been the smoking gun in courtrooms, the ultimate proof of guilt or innocence. But what happens when that proof can be manufactured by a teenager with a basic graphics card? We are entering the era of the liar's dividend. This is a dangerous legal loophole where actual, legitimate evidence is dismissed because the defendant simply claims it's an AI deepfake. If anything can be faked, then nothing can be proven. This creates a world where the powerful can escape accountability by simply pointing at an algorithm and sowing seeds of doubt. Justice is built on the foundation of objective truth, but AI is turning that truth into a choose-your-own-adventure story. Furthermore, we are seeing the death of the public persona. Imagine a leaked audio clip of a world leader making a racial slur or a CEO announcing a fake bankruptcy. These clips can trigger global stock market crashes or literal military conflicts before a human can even verify the source. We've already seen glimpses of this with AI-generated images of explosions causing brief panics in the financial markets. On a deeper, more human level, this technology breeds a state of continuous partial trust. We are becoming a society of cynics who can no longer find common ground because we can't even agree on what we are seeing or hearing. We are retreating into smaller, private circles, digitally isolating ourselves because the open web has become a hall of mirrors. The true cost of this AI revolution isn't just your money or your data. It's the very fabric of shared reality. When every word can be synthesized, the truth doesn't just get lost, it becomes irrelevant. The psychology of the perfect lie. It's easy to watch a video like this and think, I would never fall for that. But the terrifying reality of 2026 is that AI doesn't just hack your phone, it hacks your biology. Human beings are evolutionarily hardwired to trust familiar voices. When we hear a voice that sounds like our child, our spouse, or a close friend, our brain's trust circuits immediately override our logical defenses. This is what psychologists call the familiarity bias, and scammers are using AI to exploit it with surgical precision. The scam isn't just a voice, it's a performance. Modern AI tools allow fraudsters to inject artificial filler words like and and even mimic the sound of a bad connection or heavy breathing to increase the sense of panic. Research has shown that under high-stress situations, like a perceived family emergency, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for critical thinking, effectively shuts down. You aren't being stupid, you're being human. Furthermore, scammers are now using contextual social engineering. By harvesting your data from leaked databases, they don't just have your voice. They know your mother's maiden name, your last vacation spot, and the name of your dog. They weave these personal details into the AI-generated conversation, creating a layer of truth that makes the lie almost impossible to penetrate. We are entering a phase where the most dangerous vulnerability in any security system isn't a line of code, it's the emotional bond between two people. In the age of mimicry, your love for your family is being turned into a back door for criminals. The financial frontier. The AI mimicry. Crisis isn't just a threat to your personal life, it is an existential threat to the global financial system. For the past decade, many major banks and corporations have relied on voice biometrics as a secure way to verify customers over the phone. You've heard the prompt, "My voice is my password." In 2026, that password is as public as your profile picture. Financial institutions are currently scrambling to re-architect their entire security infrastructure as voice cloning makes traditional telephone banking obsolete. We are seeing a surge in agentic fraud, where AI bots don't just mimic a voice, but can actually navigate through a bank's automated phone menu, answer security questions, and authorize wire transfers, all without a human ever picking up the phone. This isn't just one person being scammed, it's an automated, scalable industry of theft. Even more disturbing is the rise of corporate mimicry. Scammers are now targeting mid-level employees in finance departments by cloning the voice of their CEO or CFO. We've seen cases where a voice deepfake on a Zoom call led to the unauthorized transfer of tens of millions of dollars. The speed and scale of these attacks mean that by the time a human auditor notices something is wrong, the money has already been laundered through a series of anonymous, AI-managed crypto wallets. The banking industry is in a frantic arms race, trying to develop liveness detection software that can spot the microscopic digital artifacts of a clone. But as the algorithms get smarter, the window of detection is closing. We are witnessing the death of the honor system in finance, replaced by a cold, hard reality of constant multi-factor authentication for every single human interaction. The human firewall. So, in a world where your own voice can be turned against you, how do you fight back? The answer isn't more technology, it's a return to the basics of human communication. We need to build what experts call a human firewall. The most effective tool you have right now is the family safe word. It sounds simple, almost primitive, but it is currently the only foolproof way to bypass an AI mimic. Choose a word or a short phrase that is never written down, never texted, and never shared on social media. It should be something unique to your inner circle, an inside joke, a specific memory, or a random combination of words. If you ever receive a high-stress call from a loved one asking for help, you ask for the word. If they can't provide it, you hang up. It's that simple. But beyond individual safety, we have to change how we interact with the digital world. We must adopt a policy of zero trust by default. This means verifying every sensitive request through a secondary offline channel. If you get a suspicious voice note on WhatsApp, call that person back on a standard cellular line. If a video call feels off, ask the person to turn their head or wave a hand in front of their face. Many real-time deepfakes still struggle with sudden physical obstructions and side profiles. We are at a crossroads. As AI continues to bridge the gap between the real and the synthetic, our greatest asset isn't our software, it's our intuition. The AI mimicry crisis is a reminder that while technology can replicate the sound of a heartbeat, it can never replicate the soul behind it. Stay skeptical, stay connected to your real-world circles, and above all, stay human. Because in the age of the algorithm, being human is the ultimate act of rebellion.